definitely we were not the first.
Mm-hmm.
There were guys we were looking for that we've heard of. We heard of when we started. People like Dados.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Contents Under Pressure. He was
Yeah.
the
He was
popper
like
of
one of
that
the
group.
first dancers I saw too.
Yeah, and there was people. There was a guy named Harj. Okay, he used to teach at Harbor Dance Center. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
what crew he was from, but these are all guys like that were doing it in the '90s, the mid '90s, late '90s in Vancouver.
Mm.
Um, so definitely we were not the first, but it just so happened like the timing of when we started. Like I started around like 2002, 2003. You know, um, all those guys like stopped dancing,
Mm.
or they were on the verge of like transitioning. So Dados, I met him later. Like I asked him, where'd you go? I was looking for you for like 11 years. He's like, oh, I got a family, and
Right.
so I kind of stopped dancing, and people around me weren't really dancing anymore. Everybody got older,
Mm-hmm.
and then Harj, who I just caught like one class at Harbor Dance Center. Like I heard there was a popper there, so I went there, and I remember after his class, I didn't take his class. I caught the end of it, and he said that, uh, people aren't really interested in like they see it, but they're not really willing to like dive deep
Mm.
and learn. Go through like doing this like every day to get like a pop.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very like surface. So and he became he was on the verge of like becoming a hairstylist. So he put all his efforts into like his career.
Mm-hmm.
So then there was us, who again we have no experience in dancing. Um, we just wanted to. When I say we, it was me, my cousin Chen or Jonathan, and Trevor, who I met at a rave and like online. I met him online first randomly. Anyways, that's a totally like different
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
story. Man, that will be like a 3 hour story. And we loved this dance so much, and we would try to find anyone like in Vancouver, like who knew more than us. Because not saying like we want to see like how much we knew. We want to learn from these people, but we couldn't find anyone who knew what we were doing. You get the obvious, the typical like, oh, that's like that break dancing, right?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. So our goal became like, okay, well, if nobody knows about this dance, then we have to like find the people who are interested and get and teach them what we know.
Mm.
This is the. It seems like at that time that was the only way we can uh, get more people to dance with us, or
Mm.
right?
Right.
So basically, that's our crew. Like one by one, like we found people. We found. I feel like we're like picking people up off the streets. Like we picked up Johnny like from a rave. He saw Trevor. Trevor gave him a light show. And he's like,
Yeah, I
"Man,
heard
you
this
guys are
story.
amazing. You guys should do shows in Chinatown." That was his. He kept saying that over and over again, which led us, to our first show, actually. But back then, we were shy, no dance experience. We're like, us like do a show, like
Right. Right.
impossible, like like impossible, man, like.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then, Hector, we met him. Man, Hector. We were doing a show. Our first show was actually supposed to be at Chen's high school, which was, was it Burnaby South? Burnaby South, and we were gonna do it with the breakers of that school,
Mm-hmm.
and one of those guys is Lorenzo. I remember. And so some of the breakers came to my garage and they brought Hector. So is this kind of like
Yes. Yeah.
organic thing? It wasn't like, we handpicked people. It was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and Hector, he stuck around. He started coming to the garage, and he was doing like a lot of tutting and like
Mm-hmm.
liquid stuff. And we ended up doing a show at his high school first, and then we were so scared. we were so scared. But at that time, we also met a guy. His name was Tal Iosef. And he was like kind of like in the choreography scene or the studio scene. We have no connection to the studios at this time. And he really like helped us. Actually, he supported us so hard. Like he'd always come to the garage when we were making the routine, and he'd tell us like, man, you guys can do it. We entered the contest, and we got first place, but we didn't follow the rules. Like there was like a 3-minute time limit, but we did 7 minutes because the reason being we didn't think we would win at all. Like so we were just doing it for the experience.
Right.
Sure, like who cares about the time limit? Like let's just get experience on the stage and performing. But we got first place. Because of that deduction, we got second place.
Right.
But we were still like, oh my god, we got a trophy and stuff.
Yeah.
And that played a huge part, that experience, because when we started the UBC Hip Hop and Funk Styles Club, like being able to, one of the things we needed to do in order to, we found, to build the scene, which was again like finding people to dance with us, was we needed to put ourselves out there. So that experience I think really played a role, like looking back at it now. And am I going off on a tangent? I don't know where I'm going now.
Knows? Just keep going. Don't think about it.
Okay, I won't think about it, Dean. We started, gathering more and more people at my garage. I think at one point we had like 12 people practicing, and this was like, in my mind, this is like every day. We were like mostly in high school or university, or we were like, most of the guys were like late teens. I was like 21 or 21, and so we had a lot of time on our hands, actually, when I think about it. And it was a simple like phone call, like, not Messenger or ICQ. Even it's just like a phone call, like, hey, want to practice? And people would be like, all right, when? Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, and then I'll call Trevor. Call Trevor, and then 8 guys are in the garage in 30 minutes. You know how hard that is now. Being older, like how to organize like a gathering, right? So when I look at it, I'm like, man, I really appreciate that those times. It was like so innocent and like so like we were so addicted. Like we would drop everything just to like start practicing or watch like VHS tapes together. When we had a new tape, like I remember the new Taco tape came out. Like I didn't even open it yet. It was like an unboxing. I call all the guys and we go and we like open the package.
Right.
And we'd all watch it, and like to the point where like I fell asleep like on the couch. We'd like watch it so many times, like over and over again. So I don't know. Does that answer the
Yeah.